Learning Objective. This section of animation highlights how determination and perseverance help in overcoming impediments in the way of success. We charged the students $8 a month, all they were able to pay for their board. The cost of the tuition was $50 a year. This small charge in cash gave us no capital with which to start a boarding department. We were not able to provide enough bedclothes to keep the students warm. I recall that on several occasions I went in the middle of the night to the shanties occupied by the young men for the purpose of comforting them. I'm sorry, but it's really very cold and there aren't enough sheets to cover or to lie on. Never mind, Mr. Washington. We'll manage. You must have been frostbitten, aren't you? Please raise your hands. None, sir. Never mind. We are fine. Notwithstanding these experiences, there was almost no complaining on the part of the students. Instead, they were constantly asking what they might do to lighten the burdens of the teachers. They knew that we were doing the best that we could do for them. My experience in getting money for Tuskegee has taught me to have patience with the rich. There are many who generously want to contribute, but they are constantly flooded by charity seekers. They are the best judge for the work they want to contribute for and the amount that they can slash from their business. Then there are others who are unwilling or respond very late. It needs patience and perseverance on the part of a charity seeker. At one time, when I was in Boston, I called at the door of a rather wealthy lady and was admitted to the vestibule, and I sent up my card. While I was waiting for an answer, her husband came in. "What do you want, mister? What brings you in here?" "I am Booker Washington from Tuskegee Normal and Industrial Institute." "Can you be a little more precise, whoever you are?" "We intend to start a boarding department and need some help." "So?" "I've already sent my card in." "These days everybody has a card and wants one thing or the other. We're not sitting here for everybody's beck and call. Do you understand?" "Never mind, sir. No problem. It's okay." A few blocks from that house, I called to see a gentleman who received me in the most cordial manner. He wrote me his check for a generous sum, and then, before I had had an opportunity to thank him, said, "I am so grateful to you, Mr. Washington, for giving me the opportunity to help a good cause. It is a privilege to have a share in it. We in Boston are constantly indebted to you for doing our work." My experience in securing money convinces me that the first type of man is growing more rare all the time, and the latter type is increasing. That is, that more and more rich people are coming to regard men and women who apply to them for help for worthy objects, not as beggars, but as agents for doing their work. Once in Stamford, on an unusually cold and stormy day, I walked the 2 miles to see a gentleman with great expectation. He listened to me with some degree of interest, but did not give me anything. I felt disappointed that the 3 hours that I had spent had been thrown away. 2 years later, a letter came from this man, which read like this: "Enclosed, I send you a New York draft for $10,000 to be used in furtherance of your work. I had placed this sum in my will for your school, but deem it wiser to give it to you while I live. I recall with pleasure your visit to me 2 years ago. Therefore, I say, patience pays."